volcanic eruption. Afirmativa.
Jawel. Volgens mij wel. Ja, gemeen. Goodbye Madeira. We left Madeira and now we're heading to Tenerife.
We are facing headwinds, but I think after 10 miles we will hit the south wind as well, and lift up the sails and go for a nice evening. And yes, indeed, 10 miles off the coast the north wind kicked in, and we could maintain a good speed under full sail. Not much later, we nearly bumped into two sperm whales that crossed our way. What are you cooking, my dear?
Risotto! Luckily I prepared it.
You are the sun, I am the moon. Chase you around like a bitter fruit.
It's 5:30 in the morning. I'm on my ship. Dat gaat dus niet. Wiebelt het wel. We're over halfway. Still 120 miles to go. So that's approximately 24 hours. It's been a really good trip so far. We had light winds and moderately high waves, but from the back. So it was quite nice, quite enjoyable. Also the night we had a moon, and that makes so much difference. The previous passages we had were without moon and also with quite a lot of clouds, so not always stars. But this last night was so clear, we could just see the water, and yeah, it's really quiet. I saw one other ship last night, I think around 5 o'clock. It passed on a distance of 4 miles, so I didn't have to do anything. And we didn't have to touch the sails or use the engine. It was just quiet sailing. We have a speed of approximately between 5 and 6 knots, and the wind is around 10 to 12 knots beam reach and a little bit more from the back. So the circumstances couldn't be any better. A little bit more wind could be, but yeah, we are really pleased so far. This is our best passage so far. It's also only 2 days, which seemed really long when we crossed the Biscay, but it's quite doable now. And what we do all day is take a lot of naps. We look at the sea and we read when possible. It's not always possible. Sometimes you get a little bit nauseous from reading. We have yearbooks, and we just sit around and chat a little and look at the sea. So hopefully it will stay like this tonight. The predictions are that the wind will die down completely. So can be a boring night of motoring, but sea is getting calmer and calmer as well, so wouldn't be too big of a problem. Hopefully not to be able to sail on the last part.
The wind stayed with us the whole night, and steady 10 knots apparent wind brought us closer to Tenerife. And in the morning we could see the giant volcano Teide sticking out of the clouds at the horizon.
Navigational warning number, Canary Islands, La Palma Island. Volcanic eruption. Big smoke and ashes column.
Friends were already waiting for us, so we were planning to make landfall at the northwest coast of Tenerife. What is the lee shore facing the Atlantic swell? The pilot book for Tenerife states that this spot is not for the faint-hearted and exploring this area should be made by car from landside. So the harbor entrance of Garachico is a tricky place. An entry is only possible with any safety if the swell is less than 1,50 meters. However, it is recommended to call up the harbor on VHF to inquire the state of swell of the entrance. Some Spanish is needed.
Aquí con negocio, cambios.
Estamos 3 millas a entrada del puerto. La entrada del puerto es seguro.
Afirmativa, afirmativa. El mar está bueno. ¿Qué manga tiene el barco, cambio?
No comprendo. Do you speak English?
Ok. Entonces hay que ponerlo de costado. Ok, venga.
Gracias.
Daar! Jawel! Dat is hem! Hier rechtdoor is een rots, hè? Je moet wel echt draaien. Volgens mij wel als je op de kaart kijkt. Ja. Ja, gemeen. It's a very narrow entrance. It's completely quiet behind the breakwater. I think we're safe. Welcome to Tenerife, my captain. That was exciting.
People get ready, 'cause here it comes, it's a light, a beautiful light, over the horizon, into your eyes, oh my, how beautiful, oh my beautiful mother, she told me, son, in life you're gonna go far, if you do it right, you'll love where you are, just know that wherever you go, you can always come back home.
Together with our friends, we explored the island. Unanimously, we chose our home base Garachico as Tenerife's nicest city. Starting at sea level, rising 2,000 meters is a lot of curves. But the moon-like lava landscape of the Teide National Park was definitely worth it. We are here in Garachico now. We are already here for 2 weeks and we are planning to stay for another 2.5 weeks. We are on the way for 6 months now, and it's a good time to look back, look ahead and reflect a little on what this trip brought us so far. I thought, don't I like this trip?